Angeles Rams. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
First play from scrimmage. Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam off, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. So from the 17, here's second and 7. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And some room to work. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Now, a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA. Cam Akers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw is Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He got 29 yards that time.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Elliott will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays, eat up chunks of yardage, and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
89 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. That's taken on the 25. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action now. Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Marquise Bell in on that stop.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 7-7, our score after one. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Going right back to Akers. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Stafford now to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
22! Easy! 59! Hey, 50! Middle!
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Allen Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going. A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, throws have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. On play action, Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
A nightmare of the first half for him. And that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Like 7. 32. Drill right, 22. 11. And middle.
Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford, he'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Drill right, 22. Hurry. Hey.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Prescott out to his left. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by David Long.
And the Ramsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Hey, 22! Hey, man!
From the 50, Stafford. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. A dump off to Elliott. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Dallas.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a 27-yard attempt here. Marr able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Prescott to throw it. Flushed out right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Bobby Brown on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Open man lamb, it's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. 10th carry now for Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Excellent effort defensively. Tackle for loss goes to Leonard Floyd.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return is Williams. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll go again here with Akers. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Throwing is Stafford.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are and hopefully they can correct it.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Jason Pierre-Paul picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The kick by Maher is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top for Kupp.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's Brett Kern now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successful?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running back.
And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for the Rams touchdown.
And the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th.
Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Play fake. Here's Prescott. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation.
Pressure comes and down he goes. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. This will be caught. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Rolling to his right. And that one into the hands of Washington downfield. Touchdown, Cowboys! James Washington, 46 yards. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with a lead if they make a play.
They'll try and run it in. But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
3rd and long, it's Stafford. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a 1-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for L.A. This is taken at the 23. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Dak. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught by Lamb. And he is going to have the Cowboys' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
gun. It's Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Prescott.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Moore. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from 52, and this for the win. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and they'll remain down by 2.
So a field goal that could have won it went awry. Pretty good distance field goal. It wasn't a chip shot, but still, that one's going to stick with him for a little while, you'd have to think.
It is, and I know that he missed that one, and they walk off the field, and obviously they don't feel great about themselves. They just lost the game. But this is where the proficiency of kickers actually comes back and hurts them because they've gotten so good that we expect them to make just about everything, and we forget that's still a long field goal attempt.
And so much pressure there at the end of the game. It's one of those situations, unfortunately, where you're either the hero or you're the GOAT.
And what you also hope is that you've built up equity with your team by making a whole lot of big kicks before so that the occasional miss doesn't hurt you going forward.
So for L.A., they boost their record up to a strong 4-1.